The New York City trucker boycott is a legit thing. It's, in my opinion, it's growing pretty well. We're actually still seeing a lot of truckers come out and talking about it. And we're going to be giving you guys some big updates about the trucker boycott of New York City, but also talk about some of the Canadian truckers that's happening, because it seems like truckers is becoming one of the biggest news pieces out there. So check out this video by a trucker, basically somebody posted on TikTok. This is the New Jersey Turnpike, one of the main arteries going to New York City, and that's where you go to the ports, etc. There really isn't that many trucks. Yes, there's a semi-truck right there, there's a semi-truck there, one over there, and one over here. But he's saying that usually this is clogged with semi-trucks because these 3 lanes are mostly reserved for Class 8 semi-trucks, whereas the other 3 lanes are for smaller residential pedestrian vehicles. So the mere fact that these 3 lanes going to New York City is this empty and it's not completely clogged up with trucks is something that is lining up very well with several other truckers out there who are giving their own personal testimonies. Now, if you check out this video here by the real trucker Jake, he basically is saying that there is a massive shortage of truck drivers, and especially many truck drivers are kind of sick and tired of going to New York City for a variety of different reasons. Some are refusing to go to New York City, they're boycotting New York City because of the whole Donald Trump case, which in my personal opinion and the opinions of many other investors, Trump is kind of innocent and the case feels very politically driven. But even when truckers who don't care about that also care about the enormous amount of tolls that New York City is implementing. So this is why right now people are saying that in New Jersey and New York, there are a lot more loads than drivers, which is linking it pretty well with this video here on TikTok, which it shows you that one of the main roads in New York City doesn't really have that many trucks. So right there, you already have a similarity. Another big thing is not every single trucker is boycotting New York City, guys. That's one of the biggest misconceptions that we're getting. Look at this. Many people are saying that going to New York City isn't really profitable anyway. We're also getting many truckers are kind of getting screwed on certain loads. Like we also got certain loads that are kind of in the Midwest, like $1,000 for you to ship it, operating cost, fuel cost, miles per gallon. You're actually losing money by taking some of these loads. And this is happening the same thing in New York City because many people are actually sick and tired of the crazy amount of loads. The main reason why people don't want to go to New York City is because it's very expensive, right? Try to go from here to New York City and not paying $50 of tolls is an impossible task. Not to mention, there's a very high chance that you get ticketed. There's speed traps, speed cameras everywhere. There's cops everywhere. NYPD's there. The New Jersey police is there. They're going to catch you. They're going to give you a ticket. Many truckers say every single time they go to New York City, not only do they pay like $40, $50, $60, $70 in tolls, but also they pay a lot of money in terms of tickets and violations. Look at this. There's going to be a brand new toll. I can't imagine any trucker who wants to go to New York City anymore after this one. Trying to get from Jersey to Midtown Manhattan, you're going to be paying up to like $30 to $40-ish just to cross the bridge. The $15 toll that they're implementing is for small cars. Even firefighters, doctors, police officers, teachers, and nurses are not exempt from paying this tax. Everyone is basically forced to pay. And the NTA kind of has no idea what the consequences will be. Many drivers are really, really frustrated about this. And now we're going to be seeing Manhattan prices getting even more expensive on top of truckers boycotting them, which will get even more pricey. Now, let's talk about what's going on with the whole entire Canadian truck situation. Because truckers get jail time while real criminals get bail and parole. And we're seeing many people come out and saying that Canadians who don't agree with the truckers' boycott and the convoy should also be concerned about the big disparity in their treatment by the legal system. So you have truckers that protested, they got months and months in jail, right? It doesn't really matter if you're with them or not. Compare this with somebody who has a long history of violence and possibly very dangerous, released on bail 18 days before the murders happened. This is some really gruesome stuff, and a lot of people are finally start noticing in many places of Canada that this isn't really right. This feels really odd to see people who are protesting, right, a message. They clogged up a highway. Yes, that's bad. You're messing around with logistics. But to get real jail time with months and months and months in jail, whereas real criminals get bail and parole. That just doesn't really add up together. Right now, we're seeing a lot of big protests happening in many parts of the world, right? A lot of places in New York City, in Chicago, in Toronto, people are just kind of protesting about this sort of situation. We're not really sure what in the world is going on anymore. It seems like now in 2024, many cities are not operating normally. There's very few cities left in the US that are operating at a normal level. And it's really just boils down to Nevada, Texas, and Florida now. This is 2024. This is how it's going to be. And no wonder many truckers, especially in the US, are also protesting. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment below, and see you later.